Hey guys, Michael here from michaelsherlock.com. I'm here with the new third generation iPad on your left and the original iPad on your right. And I want to just kind of compare them, show you the differences, and really talk about upgrading because I think the iPad 2 and the third generation iPad are very similar. But I think a lot of people with the original iPad are very tempted to update because now there are significant differences between the two different platforms. So I kind of just want to run through the differences and give you kind of a conclusive answer as to if you should upgrade from the first generation to the third generation. So in terms of the screen technology, obviously you're going to know the difference there. The iPad 3 has a Retina display at 2048 pixels by 1536 pixels. This is half that, so 1024 by 768. Powering these two bad boys, we have the A5X on the iPad third generation. Now that means it's a 1 gigahertz dual core CPU as well as quad core graphics. And on this, we have an A4 single core CPU. So that runs at, I believe, 1 gigahertz as well. So CPU performance is going to be double on the iPad third generation, if not a little bit more, through the new architecture in the A5. And graphics performance will be significantly improved as well. The iPad third generation also has a gigabyte of RAM compared to the 256 megabytes of RAM that shipped with the original iPad. Now, in terms of creating content, the third generation iPad has a VGA front-facing camera, and as you've seen on the video tests that I've done, it also has a rear eyesight camera that can record 1080p video and can capture 5 megapixel stills. Again, the original iPad does not have any cameras. In terms of battery life, they're both about the same, 10 hours of quoted battery life on Wi-Fi. Now, this iPad has actually double the battery capacity at 42.5 watts compared to the original iPad, but they're both about the same amount of battery performance. Again, this just has a lot more stuff being powered by it. Now, we can go ahead and compare these bad boys. The third generation iPad is a little bit bigger than the iPad 2, but it's still significantly more confined than the original iPad. So 9.5 inches by 7.31 inches by 0.37 inches thick compared to 9.56 inches by 7.47 inches by 0.5 inches thick. This is going to be about 1.5 pounds. This is going to be 1.44 pounds. So we can go ahead and stack them and compare them that way and look at the thicknesses. And again, the ports are basically all the same. With the new third gen iPad, both of these had cellular data options for $130 extra. The original iPad, though, only had 3G. The new iPad has 4G LTE in the United States, which is pretty cool, if that's what you're into. Now, if we ran a bunch of speed tests, I could tell you conclusively that the iPad 3 is faster, and I can give you numbers. I don't really think you need that. I think it's just safe to say that if you faithfully use the original iPad and you use it a lot, then the new iPad is a solid upgrade. If you don't really use your iPad, then there's no real reason to upgrade. Just because it's new doesn't mean it's something that you need to buy. But if you have it, I don't know why this is geeking out over here, but if you do use the iPad and you have the money to upgrade, the iPad 3 is a significantly better tablet. There really isn't any other tablet worth upgrading to, besides the iPad 2, I suppose. So the iPad 2 will be $100 less than the iPad 3. I'd probably hop on the iPad 3 myself. Again, just with that Retina display, being able to create and capture content right on the device is pretty cool, and the fact that it's a little bit smaller and has the latest networking, if that's what you're into, definitely makes it a worthwhile upgrade. So guys, I'm Michael Sherlock from michaelsherlock.com. There's the iPad third generation versus the original iPad. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.